What's up, everybody? This is MJ coming to you live from my mobile office. Yes, I'm in my car because I could not make it back to my studio, but I did not want to miss our appointment to talk about why you cannot charge what you are worth. This is a very important topic because so many small businesses fail in the early days, weeks, months, or even years because of cash flow issues. And a lot of times, the cash flow issues that businesses experience in those early days is because they do not charge enough. Now, I will give this caveat that sometimes people believe that the only way to turn a profit in their business or turn more of a profit is to keep jacking up their prices. There is an art and a science to determining what your price should be for whatever your product is, or even if you have a service. There is a way to determine how much. You don't want to price it too high because then that can end up making it to where nobody buys it because it's too expensive. But what we're going to talk about today is underpricing. Why is it that you know that other businesses like yours, other shops sell the same thing or something similar to what you sell, and they charge a whole lot more for it, but you can't bring yourself to charge people that much? And when I hear people say that they don't feel like they uh, deserve to charge as much or that their stuff is worth it, I have to ask myself, why is it that you believe that your stuff is not worth it when you see other people in the market selling things just like yours and they are charging? It literally has nothing to do with the product itself and everything to do with how you, if you're one of those people, how you are approaching your decision about how much to charge. So I talk to people all the time who sell amazing products, whether it's food products, whether it's wearables, whether it's, consumable body products, whatever the thing is, and they sell it for barely what it cost them to make it. And they figure erroneously that if they don't charge as much, people are going to buy it. But what you have to realize is that there is often a perceived value attached to things based on how much the price of the item is. So when you hear about a car or a truck that's $100,000, you naturally perceive that it is a luxury car. You naturally perceive it's made better. You naturally perceive it must be worth it because otherwise, why would they be charging that? And why are other people paying it? So when you charge a little bit for your car, which you keep with the car example, there's a perception that it's not worth as much, right? And a lot of times that's true with cars. But always being the cheapest, that's a race to the bottom because if you go cheaper and then other competitors go cheap and then you go cheap and everybody keeps going cheaper, eventually somebody's going to be giving away their product for free, which is not what you want to be doing as a business owner. You cannot make money when you do not charge what you are worth. But here's what I have found to be true. we uh, we tend to attract to ourselves the types of customers and shoppers that we are. You know how that phrase, keep that same energy? The energy you put out, you're going to get that same energy back. So if you are one of those individuals who is not a good customer, you're one of those individuals who always wants to get something for nothing. You're one of those individuals who has a difficult time paying for premium things for yourself or paying what people want to ask. You're always trying to get the family discount. You're always talking to other small business owners about why you charging that much. You shouldn't be charging that. But then you come to your business and you wonder why you don't have the confidence and the certainty to go ahead and charge what your products are worth. That's why that is. You literally cannot put an energy into your business that you do not sow into other businesses. So if you want everything to be cheap, you want to barter everything or haggle everything down, you can't haggle it at big stores, but if you're with a small business owner and you want to haggle them down, then you're going to have that haggle spirit come to you from other customers. They're not going to want to pay your prices, right? And the other thing is, you might not even charge a high price to begin with, or the price that reflects the value, because if you were your customer, you wouldn't pay it. Meanwhile, and that would be okay that you don't want to pay that price if you could stay in business undercharging. But what's true is that in the world of retail, you have to be able to make a profit. It doesn't matter if you are comfortable charging $100 stay in business long enough. Because in the beginning days of most businesses, you're ramping up. You're getting your name out there. You are getting people used to what you have. You're building brand awareness and all these things. So the sales don't necessarily flood into your shop or boutique right away. So in the meantime, you have to be able to cover your costs as best you can with money you already have before you start your business, as well as with the sales that you do make. So if you're already undercharging and then you're not making that many sales just because you're in the startup stage, you're going to close your doors really quickly. And it's going to be frustrating for you when you know. Yeah, I'm just going to use this as an example. I was talking to a friend of mine earlier today about how much somebody should charge for a home baked um, dessert. Um, the idea is that $50 is a lot of money to pay for a home baked dessert, but really it's not. If you are doing all that work and you only charge $25 for what you know is a $50 dessert, you're gonna resent it, and it could be that you will end up not doing it or not being able to do it as a money maker because you're not covering your costs. You're barely covering your costs and what your time is worth and what your skill is worth to make that baked item. The same is true for whatever you are selling in your shop, right? If you are not willing to charge what you're worth, you're not going to make enough money to stay in business. But a lot of times, we can't charge. People can't charge what they're worth because they don't have the confidence in themselves, and they're bringing the same haggling energy that they take to shopping to their business. Right now, I will say this: if your product is designed to be a bargain item, kind of a Dollar Tree type of price point, you know, then that's different. Maybe your product is super cheap to make and you can charge super cheap amounts. But most people who start boutiques, when you think about a small shop or boutique, you're usually creating specialty items or exclusive items that can't be purchased a whole lot of different places. Okay. And so those don't come cheap, especially if you're making them by hand in small batches from your home or wherever you work. You need to be charging top dollar from the beginning. I see new boutiques open up physical stores, and you go in there and a shirt might be $100, and I'm thinking, wow, that's a lot. But then I look at the brand, and I look at also the fact that they're not selling huge quantities of it, so they don't have the benefit of getting a discount because they bought 1,000 of them. The boutique may only have 10 of them, so they have to charge more. You can't compare a boutique to one of these big box stores or a store that has lots of chains, right? They do business on a scale that you are not at when you're starting your one boutique. So you have to compare your business to businesses that are like yours when you think about pricing. And then not even just compare and just take their prices and run with it. You need to do the work to look at the numbers and study what is it going to take me to make enough money to make a profit on my item. And if you know that you are constantly somebody who's not willing to pay good money for the things you want, then maybe having a boutique is not right for you. A boutique is an exclusive thing. A boutique is a specialty thing, right? So when you shop there, you're not expecting to get stuff for $5.99, right? Unless it's something really small. You should be expecting to pay more. But again, if you are the type that always wants to haggle somebody off of their price and how do you feel like you should be able to charge that much and all that, but then you turn around and you have a business that you need to charge more for, you won't be able to put a different energy into your business because you get what you put out. If you put out an energy of I'm not worth it, if you put out an energy of it's not worth it, I'm always looking for a deal and all that, that's exactly what you're going to do to yourself in your business. And this part right here, remember I said there's an art and a science to choosing your pricing. Pricing is very important, but it's just one of 1,001 things that you have to do to establish a successful boutique. You can't just throw a dart at a dartboard and pick your price. Sometimes just doubling, tripling, or quadrupling your price is not the right formula, or your cost, is not the right formula. You have to know exactly what your output is gonna be, what your input is, and all of these things to know how much you should charge for your items. It's not a guessing game. Are there times when you have to experiment? Are there times when things change? Yes. Sometimes you will have to adjust your prices, but not being able to charge enough will hurt you right off the bat. You got to know your stuff is worth it, and you've got to know that you are worth it. You have to be willing to pay for the things you need, whether it's quality ingredients, whether it's professional coaching, whatever that is that you need, where you're like, oh, I don't need to do that. When you sell yourself short, you end up selling your business short too. Because again, your business is a reflection of you. It's a reflection of how you are in the marketplace. It's a reflection of what you think your value is and what you portray other people's value to be as well. But if you would like to look at 5 shifts that you need to make right now to determine whether you're even on the right track to starting your boutique, to figure out if you have crossed all your T's and dotted your I's even before you get started, or maybe you've already gotten started, but you're worried that you have not covered all your bases, then I have a special offer for you. I have a free training. I just put the address there on the screen. My free training, if you go to bit.ly/the Freedom Boutique, if you click on this link and attend my free training, it's going to help you to know, hey, am I even cut out for this? What do I need to be shifting to make sure that I'm not undercharging, or that I'm not doing all the other many things that you can do to hurt yourself when you're starting a new business? Because just because you hate your job, just because you think you want to be on your own and build a legacy and all that stuff, everybody says that, right? But that doesn't mean everybody is a fit for that. Everybody's not a fit for entrepreneurship. Everybody's not a fit for retail ownership, right? But this training, my free training at bit.ly/the Freedom Boutique, is going to help you to know the 5 shifts you need to make right now to make sure that your boutique is a success from a pricing standpoint or from everything else that you need to do in your business. So go ahead, pop over to there right now and register, attend the training, and then we will talk soon. You will get an offer at the end where we can talk, get you on the right track for your business. But bit.ly/the Freedom Boutique, that's where you need to go right now to watch the free training, to figure out the 5 things you need to be doing right now to make sure that your business gets off to the healthiest and strongest start possible. It's been my pleasure to share with you guys briefly today. Go ahead and jump out there and go ahead and register for the training. It's a free training, but it's going to be the best 45 minutes you've ever spent on your business, right? You can do all the guesswork that you want to, all the things that you think it takes to start a business, but it's not until you do the things that are in this training that you're really going to be set up for success. So again, go ahead, sign up for the training, and we will talk soon. You guys take care and be safe.